Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, sound seems to be working. Welcome to today's stream. Today I am going to be talking about the new City of Heroes update. Turn this down a little bit. Yeah, the new City of Heroes update. So City of Heroes just came out with issue 28, page 3, which includes a whole bunch of new changes. But I'm going to be starting with the Sonic Melee, which is a new melee power set that they've added to the game. So I'm going to be looking at the in-game texts about what all the powers do and a little bit of the detailed information about each of them. So this set is brand new, so there is a chance that some of the things will be incorrect with the text or isn't working properly. So this is not necessarily a very comprehensive video in that way. But most of the time, the detailed info that they include with powers is pretty much always accurate. So, and that's what I work off of for the most part anyway. So without further ado, here is Sonic Melee. So the general description is Sonic Melee lets you use the power of sound waves to damage your foes with devastating close-range sonic attacks that can inflict migraines, debuffing the resistance to multiple debuffs, and holding foes for a short duration. Okay. So Sonic, typically in City of Heroes, debuffs their damage resistance of enemies, which is the best debuff in the game, because if you are reducing the enemy's damage resistance, essentially it just means they take more damage, and more damage is always good. There's also no debuff resistance to this, or at least not standard. I think AVs and giant monsters might have some, but less foes have resistance to this, so it's quite powerful. And it seems like they're changing that for Sonic Melee. You're actually going to do a bunch of different types of debuffs, so that's interesting. And then holding foes for a short duration. That does not sound too exciting to me. Generally, holds on melee power sets are very, very weak, so we'll see what they do with that. It says this can be dramatically increased by the sound booster, using sound booster. Okay, so that's one of our abilities. We'll see what that is. With the ability to attune your frequency to your targets, your single target attacks can trigger powerful reverberating damage over time, helping you quickly bring enemies to their knees. Okay. Kind of sounds like a melee version of Beam Rifle. How Beam Rifle has a Degenerate or something like that, Disintegrate. So that's interesting. So this seems like it might be more of a single target focused melee set. So that's kind of interesting. Let's look at the powers. So first up, we have Sonic Thrust, our tier 1. It says it has a knockback, deals minimal damage, but can be very effective. Okay. This power will inflict a strong additional damage over time against attuned targets. And we see we have attuned right there. 47. So I'm looking at the scrapper version, by the way, of Sonic Melee. Let's just compare this to something else. This one does so much more damage. What about Thunder Kick? Okay, so this seems very weak on the damage. It only does 47 damage per activation. Wow. It doesn't even say, but it has debuff built into it. Lowers their resistances. Oh, that's interesting. It's really low. And it doesn't include the damage over time component on it in the detailed info. So that might be what makes this power actually do damage. It says will inflict a strong additional damage over time effect. So we'll have to see what that is. That's not being included. That might be significant. I'm not sure. And how long is that dot lasting? Because that's important too. Okay, the next ability does nearly the same damage, at least per activation. It has almost double the activation and double the damage, so it equals around the same damage per second. It also has the debuff built in. It's a hold, 20% chance for a 3 magnitude hold. Chances increased by sound booster. That's not great. Hold for 5 seconds after, hold resistance is going to be only like a second hold on most enemies, so that's not too great. This is also damage over time, so that's not too great. Between these two, I'm kind of liking Sonic Thrust more, although maybe if enough abilities have hold, it's something, but we'll have to see. Okay, now Attune. This seems like this is going to be a big power. Okay, so it does no damage. Let's read what it does. A high-intensity sound wave attacks. Power inflicts continuous damage over time, as well as making the target vulnerable to 2 additional effects from all your attacks. Okay. Let's see. Requires target to be within 40 feet. Okay, so it's actually a range attack? Oh, if they leave 40 feet, this ability drops? It's a toggle. What's the activation time? 1 second? Whoa, that is really interesting. This is a totally new type of ability. It's a toggle you put up. 21 endurance costs. It's not nothing. It's kind of like in the middle of a pack for endurance. It's not crazy. It's not little. Interesting. And it does constant damage. The detailed info is not really helping us here. How often does the 15 damage happen? If it happens every second, that's pretty good. They have to be within 40 feet. You can use it up to 20 feet away. Interesting. Okay, that's really cool. And then all of your attacks have additional effects. Okay, sound clap. Jeez, all the damage is really low. This is nice. 180 degree arc, 15-foot radius. This is a pretty good AoE, actually, as far as the area that it's covering. Okay, so it's got a bunch of things. It is instant damage, which is nice. The DPA, let's compare it to like 38. Oh, wow, it's pretty dang low damage. Let's see. Only 5 targets. It knocks, it stuns, and does it do anything extra? Will inflict a 10% bonus damage against attuned targets. 10% is not really enough, I don't think, to make this good. Damage-wise, it does have the stun in it and the knock. I don't know. Seems kind of weak so far. Let's keep going. Sound booster greatly boosts your attacks for a few seconds. Let's just read what it does. 75% damage, 20% to hit, so it's build up, and you get strength 2 your CC. That is really silly. This is not great for a melee set. So it's increasing your holds and your stuns if you have some. Okay, confront. Sandman's Whisper. Let's see. You whisper in your foe's ear. It's a slumber effect. Affected foes might fall asleep and will have their damage resistance lowered. Okay, this is promising. Does it do damage? Ooh, it does. But it's single target. Pretty sort of slow activation time. Only 9% resistance debuff. Oof. This is not good. Is it? And it doesn't say if it's deep sleep or not. I feel like that's not deep sleep. Single target. Not too great. Deafening wave. Oh, again, low damage. Please have something good. Nope. Just hold. It is a decent hold, actually. 20%. Geez. You're just going to be like holding them for a couple seconds and then they're not held anymore. 10 targets max. Yeah, 15 feet. I mean, like, that's a nice AoE size and everything. It has a little hold component. But if you just compare this to, like... Oh, wait. Does it have the 10% bonus? It does do 10% more damage against Attune. But 10% more damage for DPA... geez, that's going to be, what? 2... Almost only 3 more damage. Right? 10% of 26 is 2.6. So that's not too much more damage. 26 DPA. Compare that to, like... Ice Frozen Aura. This does 84 DPA. So that is really, really low on the damage. Frozen Aura even has a sleep component to it. So it still has some CC. The hold, I just don't think is worth it. Let's see. Ear Splitter. Oh, again, another low damaging attack. Okay. So it does have a hold. Chances increase with Sound Booster. Okay, so you can do a bunch of holds. You have a bunch of holds. You're like a little mini CC scrapper. That's so weird. Is there a 10% damage increase? Yeah. And you do a little bit more damage with the tune. Okay. Let's look. I think this would be better on a tank, because tankers should have higher CC numbers. Let's see what this looks like on a tank. Sonic Melee. Any power differences? No. Okay. So right off the bat, that's actually, it's doing more damage on a tank. Okay. Okay, the debuff numbers are the same. Debuff numbers are the same. Attuned does a little bit less damage. Sound Clap, let's see. Can't remember if that's the same or not. Same type of debuff increase. Sandman's Whisper. Oh no, the debuff numbers are the same. What about the hold? The hold is the same. So, the way that I see it, Sonic Melee between ATs, well, not even all the way. I mean, it's one of the lowest damaging melee sets in the game, it seems. I mean, the only way the damage is really good or better is if the AoE effect from the first two is just so incredibly significant, because we can't see that right now with the numbers. So yeah, unless that's the case, the numbers are really low. So scrappers and tanks, they do about the same amount of damage with that set. I mean, you know, scrappers are going to do more damage because they do more damage. But what's interesting is the CC is the same between them. So it's kind of like, it just makes more sense, I think, to have this on a tanker than a scrapper, because you're not going to be doing any damage anyways on a tanker. You know, tankers do such little damage that now you kind of are participating by doing CC. So I feel like Sonic Melee might actually be better for a tanker set. The thing that's weird about it, and just makes it kind of not that game changing, is I still wouldn't really recommend it to a tanker. Because the only time when a tanker is going to be struggling is if they are fighting like a very difficult foe. If you make a good tanker, tankers should not be able to be killed by regular mobs. You know, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, plus 4x8 or whatever. Tankers really are only going to be affected by like AVs, or I guess maybe some enemy types that kind of target your weaknesses, like Cimarroans destroying defense debuff or things like that. But other than that, it's mostly going to be like AVs or harder level enemies, and those enemies aren't really susceptible to CC. So you'd be better off choosing a set like, I mean, the top tank sets would be, let's see, Dark Melee, Martial Arts, funny enough, is actually pretty crazy. Radiation is good because you're debuffing them, helping your team, and you have the heal, and you just do so much AoE damage. It's actually kind of its own caliber of build. This is more for, you know, fighting mobs. Well, it's actually, Radiation is just good all around. And then, I mean, I wouldn't say Sonic Melee is like terrible. I think it's really good for a tank, but it's not like the best, so it doesn't really change the game too much. Staff Fighting is good. These are abilities, the ones that I'm picking mostly, like Martial Arts and Staff Fighting, it's because you have an ability that buffs you. And buffing the tank is huge. Like giving yourself 13% more resistance to all damage on a tank is crazy. So that's why staff fighting is so good. Yeah, so not that great. I would not ever take Sonic Melee on a Scrapper, at least just looking at the numbers as they are. And again, this could be totally wrong. But Scrappers or probably Stalkers, let's see, unless there's something different about it. But these two ATs really want to just kill as quickly as possible. And the damage of Sonic Melee is just so low that it just doesn't seem worth it. Oh, and this is really bad because you don't even have... Oh, wait, you do have Deafening Wave. What'd they get rid of? They got rid of the Sleep, which is totally fine. And replaced it with Assassin's Whisper. Yeah, honestly, might be better on Stalker anyways. Then, yeah, I could see Sonic Melee being better on a Stalker. This would be kind of a fun... Like, I would kind of, like, role-play this as, like, a solo Stalker going around. And if you fight, like, a single boss, you could just CC them to oblivion, you know. As long as they're susceptible to holds, you just keep CCing them and then they die. That would be really cool. I wonder, I mean, that might even be, like, crazy in PvP or something. You know, you can just keep CCing them with holds. It's kind of cool. Yeah. But again, nothing totally game-changing about this set for me, unfortunately. It seems like just like a decent, okay set, mostly single-target focused. I really like Deafening Wave just for it being kind of an AoE hold. And the cooldown, you'd probably want to just go crazy with Recharge. And if you could get to the point where you can just start spamming Deafening Wave, that's kind of cool. Yeah, anything you can do to increase your holds, I would just kind of go like, you know, like take Intuition, Alpha, that type of thing. I think that would be the way to play it. You know what would be so awesome is if you could take Sonic Melee with like Defender as like a Defender secondary. If they ever add that to the game, that would be really cool because you would have this like, or like, wait a minute, Dominator? Can Dominator do Sonic Assault? No, they've always had this, right? No, this is new. Wait a minute. This might actually be so sick. Oh my gosh. Have they? I wonder if they, let me see. I have the patch notes right here. No, this has been here. They're only adding it to Brute. Let's see. Yep, and it's the same. Brute, Scrapper, Stalker, Tanker. So this has been here, I guess. Base boost. This is kind of interesting. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sonic Assault on a Dominator would be crazy. Do they all have wow. That's really good. This would probably be the best CC hold machine in the game. Even the tier 1 attack, 79 damage is really good. Let's see, electricity, 92. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wow, this would be a really fun character to have. It does resistance. You probably wouldn't take that. Base boost, Deafening Wave. It's so weird that it has this ability, and this is one of the new on the new set is Deafening Wave. 30% for a 2 magnitude hold. And it always holds when you're under domination. That's crazy. You just get an AoE hold that you can use? Oh my gosh. Disruption Aura. Oh, that's cool. You put on yourself. Shout. Anyways. And then you get the hold at the end. 75%. Okay. Yeah. Really cool. So that's kind of my impressions on the Sonic Assault set. I am now going to actually make a build for this. So let me pull up mids. Let's see, and I'm going to be making a Stalker build. Give me a second to set this up. Let's see. Stalker. I need to figure out what the secondary is. Sonic. Okay, we're going to be making a Sonic Energy Aura Stalker. Cool. I got to set that up in the game. Energy Aura, and then let's go Stalker. This is going to be so weird to build for without all the detailed info, but we'll just make a decent build. Energy Aura, okay. Energy Aura. Here we go. So, right off the bat, let's just do a couple things. Oh, you can take a tune from the very beginning? Is that right? No, that's a glitch in mids. I don't know why it's doing that. So I guess we're going to have to take Sonic Thrust because that's a mistake. Ooh, that's too bad. I would rather take Strident Echo first. Yeah, I would take Strident Echo. I think is going to be better because it has the hold, and we're going to try to stack hold with this build. I think that sounds fun. And this has 20% chance for hold. So these should just be switched in the mids build because you can definitely do that in the game. We'll definitely take Hide. We're probably going to take all of the shields. Yeah, probably going to wait to decide if I want to take Platcate till later. Let's grab Hasten. Yep. Sonic Clap. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take Sonic Clap. We're going to see if we can pick up another AoE somewhere else. Let's see. What are the weaknesses for energy? Fly flows. Yeah. Offers no defense to psionic. That's it. So we get knocked down and everything. Wow. Huge numbers. Oh my gosh. So it's positional defenses. That's what sucks. It's all positional. Let's see. Yep. Stun. Wait a minute. Was there knock? Yep. There's some knock. We could use a little bit more knock. Barely any resistances. Disrupt. We're not going to take this. Energy Drain is amazing. We'll definitely take that. We got to buff that up. Energize is amazing. We got to buff that up. And Overload. Did they remove the crash? No. So we're not going to take Overload. Okay, this will be pretty simple. No Disrupt, no Sonic Clap. So then, let's go fighting. No Disrupt. Definitely Deafening Wave. Definitely that. Definitely yes. No. Okay. One more. Oh wait, no. We have a couple more power pools. Let's go Leaping, Combat Jumping. This is the most important choice here, is the Epic. Because we need another AoE attack. So I don't think I want Soul. Probably Moo is the best choice. Water Spout, Fire, unless you want to go Fireball and get Char. Oh, so you can stack more hold? Wait a minute. I'm totally going to do that. Okay, so Fire Blast. We're not going to take anything else there. I need another. We're going to, let's go. This is a hard choice. I could take Platcate because I have a lot of extra abilities. Oh. Super Jump. Fireball. I have 2 more abilities. So let's just do lead maneuvers and tactics. I think is good. Let's just do some basic stuff here. What is melee? Okay. Wait, is that? That gives 1% defense all. Okay, this is going to be really interesting to build. But I think this is actually going to be a really nice build. Yeah, but the thing is about this is the stacking holds is just, I don't know. I've tried it before on a melee tune and it's just kind of silly. So I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I think this will be like a successful build, but I don't know if this is a build I would necessarily play myself. Okay, we're definitely going to want to put an extra proc on this for some more damage. So let's put the Toxic proc. Oops. Where is it? Is it the last one? It is. Okay. Char. So we have a couple options for slotting char. I'm going to come back to it. Yep. Do that. Weave will probably want to be the one that gets decked out. I think Weave has higher endurance costs than your other defense abilities, so that's why putting the full 6 set in there is good. Ooh, Energize. Love this ability. We're going to put a full preventative. That's making the heal better. You get more regen. You're able to cast it more, which means you can get more of the endurance reduction. And then Panacea or Preventative Medicine is just amazing. You get the recharge bonus for the 6 set, and we're going to be really trying to stack recharge. Ear Splitter is our main single target attack. Oh, you can proc it. Ooh, this is going to be a hard choice here. I'm gonna leave that as is, actually. Energy Drain, we need this ability to be really beefed up in a lot of ways, so we're going to 6 slot it. I'm probably going to do defense. Luck of the Gambler. Do I want more hit points? And then we kind of want like power transfer. No. We need one that... Oh. Yeah. Is regen? Okay, we'll try it. We need accuracy. Oh my gosh, this has no accuracy in it. Do we need accuracy for this? Disrupt. Is it a AoE? From the bodies of all nearby foes, alive or dead? Does it matter? Doesn't say. You can only hit 10 targets with it. Okay. Minute cooldown 45 seconds. Oh, so it's more than perma. That's cool. Let's see. So, geez, the hard thing is knowing. I wish that there was a defense that had accuracy in it, but there's not. And maybe we don't buff the endurance so much, and I just put... Oh, it doesn't take accuracy. Oh, okay. In that case, we're looking for the best, like, 2 set bonus. Like, yeah, I think hit points probably the best thing you could do. Does it cost endurance? It does, so we're going to want an endurance reducer. Is there an endurance? End mod? Endurance, perfect. Okay, and then let's do a couple more Luck of the Gamblers. We'll get accuracy and hit points. It's always good. Defense, endurance is good. Oh, wait, I should be stacking recharge. Let's do defense, endurance, recharge. That's good. Okay, end mod. Yeah, I think we'll leave. What is this one? End mod, endurance, discount. No, we're going to do end mod, recharge. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Deafening Wave. Oof, so excited for this ability. Okay, that's going to get the full 6 slot. I think I know what I'm going to do with the hold proc. We're going to put that in our tier 1 ability. So this is kind of hard to build for because it's positional defense. I'm actually going to come back to tough. Kick, we'll just put a force feedback in for fun. Kinetic dampening. This is our damage resistance. It costs barely any endurance. Okay, so let's do, I kind of want to do this anyway. I'm going to do it. Unbreakable Guard will be good. We don't really need endurance, but that is good resistance. Recharge. Boom. That'll be done. Haste to recharge. Okay, what does this take? Nothing. Does it cost endurance? It does cost a little bit of endurance. So we'll do that. Build up. Build up, build up. tactics. We're going to actually put this in tactics. We're going to put the chance for build up and build up. Ooh, single target melee. Oh, I changed my mind. Deafening wave is going to get something else. We could do what? Oh, that's the wrong one. Ear splitter is going to get something else. We could do superior blast. This could be good. Oh, this could be great. This would be really, really good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to go damage. Do we need the proc? Chance for hold? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, this is kind of fun. This is going to be a fun build for sure. You're just going to be holding everything. Let's do that. Now, the question is, I almost want to just put, yeah, I'm just going to put the full set in, actually. That's going to be so expensive. But definitely worth it. Okay, and we're still holding on to the, what is it called? I'm going to put it in Strident Echo, I think. This ability. Unbreakable Constraint. We'll go there. Power Shield. This is my defense, and this is my other defense. So these are both going to be at least 4 slot, I think. Hide, we'll leave it 1. We're going to put in a little Luck of the Gambler and one of these. Attune. This is weird. I don't know how to set this. I guess it does do pretty good damage, so no slots left. Jeez. Okay. Maybe one of the stalker attunes? Recharge. Chance to hide. I think in this one. Okay, we'll do that. Strident Echo. Oh, we kind of want that 6th set bonus. Oh, I could put it in Char. Ah, let's do that. I am totally out of slots right now. Is the issue. Okay. I think Strident Echo is going to take this. Okay. Kinetic Shield. Yeah, we got to figure out which defense. I'm thinking Shield Wall. Shield Wall is a crazy couple first set bonuses. The energy negative is really good. You're probably kind of weak to negative, I'd imagine. Yeah. Oh, and energy. So that's really, really good. I think I'm just going to put in 2 of those. And then actually we can get the 5th set bonus as well. For defense. Yeah. Let's recharge. Oh yeah, we gotta do this. Okay, and so what are we getting? Damage. Cool. Same thing here. Defense, endurance, defense recharge. Okay, so now the defenses already should be through the roof. Really, really, really high. No toxic defense. Let's see. AoE defense. It's because Hide's on. Cool. So toxic and psionic will destroy this build. That's for sure. Because that's a huge weakness for energy aura. And then what about, yeah, resistances are okay. It's kind of, you're not, I mean, you're practically immune from the top damage types because they're just not going to be able to get through your defense. Status protection is pretty good. 187. Ooh, really good recharge on this build. Let's see how many Luck of the Gamblers I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 1 more. Right now I'm thinking no char. I think I kind of need to save slots. And also I got to check the purples. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 purples. Recharge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 recharge. We don't need that many. So we got to fix that. What about smash? Yeah, fire and cold. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're good on fire and cold. I think we're not going to be over on anything else then, unless there's accuracy. What does this one have? Yeah, it would have to be like, oh, accuracy. Nope. Oh, yeah, we are over on accuracy too. So there's no reason to have char, really. So I'm going to take these back. We're going to switch to moo. We're going to get zap. Which probably is a little bit more thematic anyway. Zap. And then let's say 38 we'll take ball lightning. 44 we're going to go with, oh, switch. Vengeance for sure. Get 3 extra slots, which we really, really need. And this is going to give us a luck of the gambler. That should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Okay, this build is looking a lot better. Now we're going to do zap, which is better damaging ability anyway. So moo is just much, much better than fire. So going to do the chance for toxic. Ball of lightning will get Ragnarok. Okay. We have 3 slots to work with. I'm kind of worried because I also need to slot health and stamina. Tough. We're just going to do Unbreakable Guard. Okay. Oh, and I didn't. Oh, man. We have to do this. Okay, so that's going to help a lot. Let's see. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, because I didn't have these in. Why is it so freaking high? Oh, because Vengeance is on. Okay. So now, yeah. Defenses are looking really healthy now. Much, much better than they were. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit low. Okay, yeah. I didn't have the 6% from these 2 abilities. Or these 2 bonuses. I'm still a little bit too low for... Geez, I can't even put this in Brawl. Let's put a Touch of Death. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I think the best thing we can do with what we have is Panacea, Numinas, and then we're just going to take Performance Shifter. But I got to see if there's something I can do to fix some of this stuff. Let's do Accolades first. Okay. I'm missing one. This one. Okay, and then I'll do Incarnate Powers. So I would definitely be taking Intuition. Well, I don't know. It's either going to be Musculature, of course, for more damage, or you take Intuition. I'm going to put Intuition on it. This is going to give you, most importantly, well, range is something for Zap, Ball of Lightning, and Attune. But you're getting the damage, and you're getting the whole duration. That's the main thing. Interface, Judgment, that's just whatever you want. Lore, that's whatever you want. Destiny, we'll come back to. And then we're going to take Assault, because that should be great. Ooh, I would have to look up which one is better. On a Stalker, I'm going to go Assault Core. I think that one should be better for the most of the time. Oh, or, wait a minute. What if you go Control? Chance for 1 magnitude to controls. That could be kind of crazy. Fear, chance for Immobilize. 100% chance to stun the target. Yeah, that could be kind of interesting. To take control as well. I think that would be kind of fun for the build. But Assault would definitely be better. I'm going to take control, though, for fun. Okay. Now, let's look at some stuff. Endurance isn't crazy good. It could be better, but I'm thinking with energy drain, let's see, the recharge is 16 seconds. That is pretty solid. And also these ones, you're going to want a +5 with this build to get it even higher. You probably get it down to like 14, maybe less. And this should give, let's see, if I do one target, you're getting 43 endurance per target. So that is going to completely fix your endurance issues. 2 targets, you get all your endurance back for the most part. And getting 1% defense all. So the defense is honestly not really doing much in energy drain. I'm thinking we get rid of these defense ones because that's not really doing too much. We're actually gonna just do this. I'm gonna leave the endurance, but we need to beef the recharge. Well, we could do accuracy recharge. Sure. Okay, this one's definitely going to want to be +5. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty solid. That should be a really good endurance drain. Okay. So now you're getting even more endurance per enemy hit. Okay, so actually your endurance is totally fine as long as you're hitting energy drain. So you don't need to get ageless. Probably would want to just take a barrier, honestly. That's what I would take for this build. You could take rebirth if you'd prefer that, but I think barrier is going to be really, really great for this guy. So that's what I'm going to put on the build. Okay, and now how do I turn off barrier? I think I have to move screens really quick. Yeah. Oh, I still can't see it. I'm going to take off control. Oh, there it is, barrier. Okay. Boom. It's off. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many issues. Oh wait, can I fix this? Full screen. Now move. Full screen. No, it's just bad. Okay, I think that I am happy with this build. The only things you could change. Oh, I gotta check the purples again. Let's see. Recharge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have 6 recharge. So I could optimize that a little bit. I think I'm gonna want to get rid of this one, the attune. Recharge for build up. I think this might be good in the nuke. Oh, but is this a range attack normally? No, it's melee, so you could put a hecatomb in there. Yeah. Oh, no, we can't put it there. Shoot. I see what I can do. This is going to take a second. Okay, hecatomb is going to go there. Superior Assassin's going to go there. Let's do this. That is going to change in 1 second, but I'm just going to put that there as a placeholder. Okay, we got to get rid of hecatomb. We're going to put hecatomb up here. And then we're going to put this one down here. So now you can get a chance to hide after. Yeah, this is the way to do it. I forgot. You do want to have the chance for hide in Assassin's Whisper because you don't want that to proc before you hit this ability. You want it to proc after you hit this ability. If it procs before and you're in combat, you're then going to do the Assassin Strike version of this ability, and that's actually going to lower your DPS. Okay, so then we're going to get rid of one of these. I'm thinking damage recharge time. We're going to replace it with the Unbreakable Constraint. And there you go. Now that should be doing pretty good damage, actually. And attune is going to be the same. So that's one less of the 10% recharge. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's good. Accuracy is the next one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that. It's just going to be one set that is not, yeah. It would actually hurt the build to remove an accuracy from the purple set bonus, so we're not going to touch that. There's just one of those accuracies is not being applied to the build. We have one slot to go. I'm thinking just to beef up the regen a little bit, we put in a miracle. If this build ends up having endurance problems, then you would want to put in, a regenerative tissue. If it's having endurance problems, though, put in a miracle, and that's going to just totally beef up your endurance. It should be totally fixed after that. But I'm going to try regenerative tissue. If you can get away with it, this is going to be a lot better since it's boosting your regen. Okay, I think I'm just going to do some final checks, but I think this build is done. It should be pretty solid. Yeah, this is looking great. Should be pretty unkillable. Plus you have like the minus threat with hide and all of that, right? Isn't there minus threat? I'd have to check in game. No, they don't have minus threat actually, but you're stealthy, so that is kind of minus threat. Good. Yeah, the energy and negative boost that you're getting from Shield Wall is really helpful. Psionic is the main weakness of this build. Toxic will also kind of mess you up a little bit. But Psionic is the main problem with energy. There's just no protection to it. And if you were going to sacrifice slots to give yourself protection, I think you would lose in other areas that, in my opinion, are more important. So yeah, the recharge is the main thing. Oh my gosh. It should be almost 200% recharge is in this build. So let's see, like the cooldown of Deafening Wave is 7 seconds. That is pretty solid. That's really nice. Yeah, so it should be just able to like hold stuff and kill stuff pretty quickly. Zap is your main single target attack. Ball of Lightning is your main AoE attack. Your abilities are like part for damage and part for CC, but Zap and Ball of Lightning, it doesn't matter what your power set is, they always are going to be like the highest damage single target and AoE pretty much across the board. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Just making sure, yeah. I mean, there's a couple things you could switch around if you wanted to play. Yeah, you know, now I'm thinking about it. It might be, well, I don't know if I would switch this, but if you want to have a less active time playing this build, what you could do is you could move some slots from energy drain. I would get rid of, I'm going to save it first because I like how it is. And then I'll show you what you could do. You could take rid of like this N mod. Oh, actually, I think I'm going to do this no matter what. I'd get rid of the N mod and I'd put it here. And I would get Miracle. Is there any other one to get rid of? Accuracy Recharge. If this is an accuracy check, you're definitely going to want to keep that. N mod Recharge. Yeah, I think I would leave that how it is now. Yeah. That's a nice little change. So now your endurance should be totally fine. Cool. Yeah, looks good to me. All right, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you for watching.